fucking hands up.
We've had 3 big ideas at Amazon that we've stuck with for 18 years, and they're the reason we're successful. Put the customer first, invent, and be patient. If you're competitor focused, you have to wait until there is a competitor doing something. Being customer focused allows you to be more pioneering. You can have the best technology, you can have the best business model, but if the storytelling isn't amazing, it won't matter. Nobody will watch. Your margin is my opportunity. All businesses need to be young forever. If your customer base ages with you, you're Woolworths. In the old world, you devoted 30% of your time to building a great service and 70% of your time to shouting about it. In the new world, that inverts. There are 2 kinds of companies: those that work to try to charge more and those that work to charge less. We will be the second. We are stubborn on vision. We are flexible on details. If you only do things where you know the answer in advance, your company goes away. If you're long-term oriented, customer interests and shareholder interests are aligned, a company shouldn't get addicted to being shiny, because shiny doesn't last. All of my best decisions in business and in life have been made with heart, intuition, guts, not analysis. Sometimes we measure things and see that in the short term they actually hurt sales, and we do it anyway. We are comfortable planting seeds and waiting for them to grow into trees. There are 2 ways to extend a business. Take inventory of what you are good at and extend out from your skills, or determine what your customers need and work backwards, even if it requires learning new skills. Friends congratulate me after a quarterly earnings announcement and say, "Good job, great quarter," and I'll say, "Thank you, but that quarter was baked 3 years ago." We innovate by starting with the customer and working backwards. That becomes the touchstone for how we invent. Failure and invention are inseparable twins. To invent, you have to experiment, and if you know in advance that it's going to work, it's not an experiment. I think frugality drives innovation, just like other constraints do. One of the only ways to get out of a tight box is to invent your way out. There'll always be serendipity involved in discovery. You have to be willing to be misunderstood if you're going to innovate. If you double the number of experiments you do per year, you're going to double your inventiveness. To get something new done, you have to be stubborn and focused to the point that others might find unreasonable. If you decide that you're going to do only the things you know are going to work, you're going to leave a lot of opportunity on the table. If you're watching your competitors, you're unlikely to invent a bunch of stuff on your own. Me Too companies have not done that well over time. No customer was asking for Echo. This was definitely us wandering. Market research doesn't help. Staying in day one requires you to experiment patiently, accept failures, plant seeds, protect saplings, and double down when you see customer delight. Most decisions should probably be made with somewhere around 70% of the information you wish you had. If you wait for 90%, in most cases, you're probably being slow. To invent, you have to experiment, and if you know in advance that it's going to work, it's not an experiment. Most large organizations embrace the idea of invention, but are not willing to suffer the string of failed experiments necessary to get there. We all know that if you swing for the fences, you're going to strike out a lot, but you're also going to hit some home runs. If you're not stubborn, you'll give up on experiments too soon. If you're not flexible, you'll pound your head against the wall and you won't see a different solution to a problem you're trying to solve. If you never want to be criticized, for goodness sake, don't do anything new. Companies are rarely certified for the things that they failed to try, but they are many times criticized for things they tried and failed at. You can have a job, or you can have a career, or you can have a calling. If you can somehow figure out how to have a calling, you have hit the jackpot, 'cause that's the big deal. If you can make a decision with analysis, you should do so. But it turns out in life that your most important decisions are always made with instinct and intuition, taste, heart. Where you are going to spend your time and your energy is one of the most important decisions you get to make in life.